So, today I'm going to show you how to use a Nintendo Switch in handheld mode with a wired controller. So, you bought a wired controller because, well, these are too expensive. These things are way too expensive and they're not even that great quality. I mean, the wired controllers actually have a way better quality than this wireless controller. And that's kind of weird because they're both from the same company. Both Power A. See that? It's kind of weird. So, today I'm going to show you how to use this onto the handheld mode. Now, the main problem with this is, well, yeah, can't. Unless you get that weird play stand. But that's too pricey for your range, let's say. So, instead, you could just use the Joy-Cons, but Joy-Cons have a lot of problems. You know, Joy-Con drift. That's one of the problems. I definitely got that problem, and I had to replace my red Joy-Con. And this is the new one. Looks fancy. Look at that. That looks very nice. It's like a month old and still hasn't, like, messed up or anything. Here is the original blue Joy-Con, which we have to replace this one because it doesn't work. You look. Hear that? This one? Nothing. There's no click. Wait, what? Oh, wait. Oh, shoot. I'm pressing it again. You can see I'm holding it, trying to move it around, trying to find the contact. Nothing. No light shows up. See, if I click any other button, it's going to show up. But, yeah, that's the problem with Joy-Cons. They break too easily for too much of a price. Especially, look at this. It's flimsy. Bad. So, you want to play this in handheld mode. Yeah, because some people prefer the handheld mode over the dock mode. So, all you're going to really need is this. Well, first you're going to need a stand, a switch, a wired controller, and this little guy. Might be wondering, what is this? This is an adapter. This will convert the port from the switch, which is just a USB Type-C, into USB Type-A, which is the port that's very common on these things. So this will help you a lot, but the main problem with this is the height, and this thing could break very easily. See that? That's very bad. So we're going to just show you the simple tutorial. Just plug this into the port on the bottom of the switch. Plug this port onto the bottom of the adapter, which this is connected to the controller. You can see that. But the main problem is, well, that's the problem. The thing, it's bad. So all you're going to really need to do is set it up on this stand. You might be wondering, what is this big piece of plastic with pads and a sword on it? Well, this is what's going to solve that problem. All you have to do is open it up, set it up like that, flip this open, put your switch on that. So I'm going to do that right now. As you could see, it puts clearance to the thing. Now you don't have to worry about this port breaking. And all you have to do is, turn on the switch. See that? And you can definitely see it works. It's kind of hard to focus. Just turn down the brightness. So you can see the whole thing. You can see it's obviously working. I'm not controlling this with any other controller. Look at this. It's not anybody else, just me controlling this. It's not some kind of magic trick. Look, I'll show you. It's kind of hard to show. But you see that? That is all just me controlling this thing. It's not anything else. So that proves you that I'm not with anybody else. and no one else is controlling. Look, I'll put this controller right here. This is the only other controller that I can use because I only have one wireless controller other than these Joy-Cons. And the rest are wired. As you can see, that is working. So, to prove you even more wrong, I have more controllers. So, we can unplug this. I have here my first ever wired controller on the Switch, and it's the trashiest one. It's made by the same brand. I have, most of them are PowerA. See there? It's kind of hard to see. But once it shows up, show up camera. There we go. PowerA. PowerA. And finally, PowerA. They're all made by PowerA. As you can see, I have to first disconnect this one. This one, I accidentally clicked the A button. You can see that pairs very quickly. So, this one has a benefit. The back buttons, but the downside is very light. And the D-pad is absolute trash compared to it. So I'm going to plug this in. Like that, you can see it plugged in. Not proving you that I'm right. This is all connected and everything. And as you can see, it is working. And I have more controllers to show you, because I really want to prove you wrong, that I'm not doing this wrong. So I have here this PDP. This is a different brand. There you have very high quality controllers. This is a very high quality one. The plastic is nice. The buttons feel amazing. I do say this is quite loose, but this control is like 7 months old, so it definitely has gotten. I think it might be this joystick. I don't know. The D-pad is very bad, and as you can see, my joystick has gotten brown. It does have some nice clicky center buttons and these nice large triggers and stuff. This problem with this one is, look at that length. But it will fit. If I can get the switch, see that? You can see it barely even fits, but, and as you can see, working. We have here wired, wireless. Turn on this, and you can see yeah, and as you can see, the light is on. That proves you wrong. It also has a light on this controller. This one has a tiny light. So yeah, that one also, you can see, works. But to prove you even wrong, and this is my last proof wrong, my last wired controller to show you. If I can get this thing out. And okay, so have this same problem. This is also made by PDP, and they really like to put long USB cables. This one is white, so it's different from all this clutter of black wires. So yeah, just plug that in. You see the light just went on. That shows you, oh, these joysticks feel nice. This quality is too good. As you can see, everything is working like it should be. Working like it should be really well. And yes, I can prove you this is all working off of this controller, not from this one. This one is off, as you can see. And I only have one set of pair of Joy-Cons. So yeah, that's all this clutter mess of wired controllers to prove you wrong. That I'm not just using a controller that isn't connected. There's only one port on this. Okay, that's kind of. There's only one port on this thing. Okay, so yeah, that's it for this tutorial. See you in the next video. Yeah.